Hi everyone, this is Bella from Unlock Your Design. We started this week with the sun in Gate or Jinki 54. That's the archetype we call the achiever. The moon was in Leo. In this week, we have the sun going into Gate or Jinki 61, and that is the archetype of the mystic. The moon is going to move on into Virgo and into Libra. We're also going to see a great trine in the earth signs. We have Uranus in Taurus, Mercury in Capricorn, and the moon is going to be in Virgo. This is grounded earth energy where we're going to be able to get things done, tie in any loose ends, and create that foundation that's going to be important for this first trimester of 2023. Then we have Venus, who has moved into Aquarius. She's the first one of the planets that have been in Capricorn, the Sun, Mercury, and Pluto, that's now in this new energy of Aquarius. Venus has to do with relationship. It has to do with values, what we love, with what we desire. This week is an opportunity to feel in what do we want that is different than what we usually wanted. Feeling into your desire nature and really tap into where are you ready for something new? Where do you want it different? She's going to communicate with several different planets this week. You can see here with the blue line, she's in a trine to Mars. There is a harmonious communication. Then Venus has some tension with Uranus. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And here that theme of the new, what's different, what's unexpected is accentuated. It can be a week where you haven't spoken with for a long time comes out of the blue, a phone call or something that you don't expect comes on your path and opens up doors for a completely new project, a completely new path for you. So be open for that. Feeling into your desire nature. What do you want maybe different in the way you're used to, and what are those doors that unexpectedly are opening for you? Here we have the Jinki profile for Tuesday. It's a 6-2 profile. It has to do with overview. This is the last day of 6/8 where the sun has been in the 54, the archetype of the achiever. The second line in the radiance and the purpose speaks about the relationships where we see eye to eye with the other, where it feels like an effortless dance and mirroring, where we can learn more about ourselves in those relationships. With the 42 and the 32, it's important to not fall into too much expectations on the other, but feeling fulfilled in ourselves first, and from that place, having the other person as a mirror. The incarnation cross is called the left angle cross of cycles. It's a powerful transformational energy to get things done. It's tied to the cycles that all life experiences. Everything is born and then dies and then is born again. And it's the innate sense about this cyclical process. Things are always changing. They are becoming better and better through the cyclical process of maturation. Looking inside of this chart, we start the day with the third line in the attraction sphere with the 12. The attraction sphere has a resonance here with the core or the vocation in the 12, also connected to the 25, going back to this question, am I in purity? Am I in innocence? What's my motives of how I act and how I interact in the world? I feel this goes back to the 54 and the 53, where in the low frequency, we have the immaturity and the greed and looking outside of ourselves. In a 6-line day, it's more about coming back into the wisdom of ourselves. When we have higher frequency inside of ourselves, it's also how we will walk in higher frequency in the world. The 6th line is the theme of the role model. So the more we can work inside and be in a higher resonance, that's also what's going to be reflected on the outside. In the body graph, we only have one black channel. It's the 1949, the 49 being Saturn, the 19 being Venus, going back to that theme of feeling into the values, the principles. Are you still resonating with the ways things have been, or are you ready for something new? And what can that new be? It doesn't necessarily mean that you act right away, but allow yourself to feel into that. We have the SQ for the last day in the 57th gate, which is all about intuition. So use your sensitivity, your intuition, your innocence to feel into what's right for you. It's a day with a lot of openness. Like I always say, make sure to be a filter and not a sponge. Find ways that work for you in order to move out energy that isn't yours. So that can be shaking, that can be breathing, that can be singing, that can be time alone. Make sure that you can keep that objective perspective of the 6th line to not be too bogged down about everything that's moving. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.